Babe, come here. Fucking stuff your face some more, you fucking fat bitch. What? Where's my fucking black cord? Plug that bitch in. Take your fucking cord, cause it's no good. Put the cord into the fucking plug. Fucking foreskin. Come on, foreskin. You come. Thank you. Um, yeah, and those. Well, if you're gonna take one, you might as well take them all. I don't care if you're starving. I'm starving too. You don't care. So did I. I masturbated all day. All day. It was my day off. What? You smell like sheet. My dear girl, you smell like sheet. My dear girl, you smell like sheet.
I know one thing. I got on my slip-resistant shoes and I ain't falling for shit this year. I know one thing. I got on my slip-resistant shoes and I ain't falling for shit this year. I know one thing. I got on my slip-resistant shoes and I ain't falling for shit this year. I know one thing. I got on my slip-resistant shoes and I ain't falling for shit this year. I know one thing. I got on my slip-resistant shoes and I ain't falling for shit this year. President Trump again imposed unjustified. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm Mark Garrettson. I'm your member of Parliament. Yeah, man. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Have a good day. Gun owners, you can have it. Okay, you're pathetic. Hi.
Attention tattoo addicts. Why is it that here in
I've been falling for a boy who's falling for a girl. He's giving her the world that's supposed to be mine. He's looking in her eyes and moving up her thighs. It makes me wanna die. That's supposed to be mine. I've been falling for a boy who's falling for a girl. He's giving her the world that's supposed to be mine. He's looking in her eyes and moving up her thighs. It makes me wanna die. That's supposed to be mine.
Santa around here somewhere. Let me just, give me one moment, and let me just, find where it is. I know that's gotta be a Santa around here somewhere. Let me just, give me one moment, and let me just, find where it is. I know that. I know that. I know. Licking it with the shot. The rebound comes right back. I'm 2001, but I ain't in the club. She likes money, trying to ruin my looks. Ask the bad bitch, she go, my. Don't be moving my seat. And I'm stepping on shit, no knee brace. I was down on my ass, I couldn't see space. Command, please. Skies and stargaze. If my dog was alive, I wouldn't need space. But he ain't made it home, now I degrace. I'm living my life, no play place. With the I'm 2001, but I ain't in the club. She likes money, trying to ruin my looks. Ask the bad bitch, she go, my. Don't be moving my seat. And I'm stepping on shit, no knee brace. I was down on my ass, I couldn't see space. Command, please. Skies and stargaze. If my dog was alive, I wouldn't need space. But he ain't made it home, now I degrace. I'm living my life, no play place. With the
I think. Alright, so this is the rock that we found we're trying to identify. When you get the phone too close to it, check out what it does. Super weird, right? Is there like an alien inside or a symbiote? What is this? Alright, so this is the rock.
At Canada Life, and look at the scene on Donald. Listen to the scene, I guess is a better way to put it. Maybe I should kick the book in. But anyway, Kennedy's bucket of corn using the sink. Really meaning that. They didn't see it, it's just an inside joke. Oh my. At Canada Life.
Visa insurance शुरू हो जाती है 8.
Yeah, refurbishable might be a better word. But where do you think it failed, and where do you think, like, what lessons have you learned that you know you're not going to be making on Starship? To, like, do a mission, you're just trying to get data out of the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, refurbishable might be a better word. But where do you think it failed, and where do you think, like, what lessons have you learned that you know you're not going to be making on Starship? To, like,
Dude, Deadpool. What is... Whoa, that was straight up acid. That's crazy. Where do you get acid? I don't know if you're supposed to say that on the internet. Maybe, I don't know. That looks really cool though. So I've seen this thing. That's literally a ballpoint pen. That's crazy. Because I've seen people try to do this with like these premium colored pencils. But the fact they're doing it with a ballpoint pen, that's sick. Okay, see, like these might be the color pencils that I was see, because like they're supposed to have like such better color. That's insane. I feel like it's like coming off the page. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Great, oh, the hire this person. My gosh. 10 out of 10. Wow. Dude, Deadpool. What is...
With Donald Trump, excuse me, are you the manager? Yes, how can I help you? Okay, your employee over there handed me this drink and asked me, is it pink?
yeah, it's a simple question.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're coming from. Thank you. Punish.
No.
Well, no, it's a simple question, and with that attitude, it seems like it's round and floppy. You know? What? Yeah.
Looking like a chocolate cake pop.
Yeah, could have jockey is?
I don't know, but my fans keep asking me about it. Chicken jockey?
No.
Birthday.
Did you tell everybody good morning?
Good morning.
And now, tell them what today is.
Happy birthday to Grandma.
That's right. We need everybody to help wish Grandma a happy birthday. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Tell everybody what you're going to do today.
We're going to baseball.
That's right. Hudson's got a baseball game.
Yep.
Tell everybody you hope they have a good day, too.
Hope you have a good day. Good time. Birthday.
Did you tell everybody good morning?
Good morning.
And now, tell them what today is.
Happy birthday to Grandma.
That's right.
And also, Taco Bell's trying to give me a Nacho Bell Grande, man, and these motherfuckers said pew pew, and now they got all the wee-woos out there. We call them wee-woos. I'm just trying to get a goddamn Nacho Bell Grande. Them motherfuckers pew pew with the wee-woos. Get the wee-woos. Get all them wee-woos. And also, Taco Bell's trying to give me a Nacho Bell Grande, man, and these motherfuckers said pew pew, and now they got all the wee-woos out there. We call them wee-woos. I'm just trying to get a goddamn Nacho Bell Grande. Them motherfuckers pew pew with the wee-woos. Get the wee-woos. Get all them wee-woos.
Extreme weather can hit quickly. Are you ready? Did you poop on yourself?
No, I didn't.
Let me see.
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays.
Well, you know.
The headline today is the hitting streak she's on.
Yeah, an impressive streak, Boog. Can she keep it going in this one? That's the question. Feels like there isn't a pitch she can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with her in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Late on that fastball.
707.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a quick out, number one. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Fastball for a strike. Profar, who hails from Curacao. Same place that produced Andrew Jones. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
The 0-1. And it's even up to Ozuna. Ozuna matched a homer in his last game. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first. Ozuna is out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Spencer Strider. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Bottom of the first, and now for the Jays, Rodney Stafford.
Right fielder, number 45.
Stafford turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Slings it across. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Rodney Stafford.
Well, he's an important part of this for sure. There's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Next up, it's the first-year shortstop.
He's done a great job making contact recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5. Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Ball to strike. That one to first. Nice stop. There's one. He's out. To first, not in time.
Well, you might have got one, but you didn't get the other.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock work.
That was a nice.
So up next,
nice
Hayward.
She's been on fire at the dish lately, averaging more than 2 hits per game in her last 5.
And the first offering is not close. Hayward with another scorching run of play lately. Fought off foul.
We've gotten used to seeing her put together impressive stretches throughout her career. When she's going like she is right now, it's really fun to watch.
She swings and hits a fly ball, center field. The relay to second, in there safely. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends her hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know she knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Oh,
Strike 2,
shit.
There's a real chance they get out of this without allowing
Come
a run.
on, Baker.
That one to first.
Oh,
He takes it
fuck.
himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair. We played an inning, no score.
I can't even fucking imagine.
New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for the
Now
Braves,
here is
first
Matt
baseman,
Olson.
Matt Olson.
Bastardo back to work. To the right side, and that chance handled. And Olson is set down.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Ozzie Obvious.
That's out to center field. Hayward.
Ozzie
Puts it away
Obvious.
for the
Oh!
out. 2 up, 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings
Right
with
on,
under
Bobby.
20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
High chopper to third. Braun fires over to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Braves are set down 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Where are you going? Really?
Bottom of the inning. Now it's the
off.
power
No, you're not,
speed
you liar.
combo. Rob
Third
Braun.
baseman, number 11.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 1 down. And now
Batting
Bob
seventh,
Hayward.
left
2 homers
fielder,
in the game
number
yesterday,
1.
so he's feeling good coming in. Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond. And that quickly 2 away. Brandon
Batting
Hayward
eighth,
will hit
center
next.
fielder,
Homered in
number
the ball game
18.
yesterday afternoon. And first offering is fouled off. Strider, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020.
Ball.
Up and in, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground. Glove side, but it gets through. Around first and hustling for second. Tries to get back and save. Two outs, runner at first. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one the other way. Profar makes the grab, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. This one in the air, center field. Hayward under it. 1 away.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throws to second, and he's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Number 70 stands in now, looks at that one inside. Up the middle, and a base hit right there. Arcia around third. Play at the plate. Got him. Michael Harris II with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it kind of...
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. Still no score. Welcome back. Let's
Leading
check out
off
what's
for
been happening of
Toronto,
late.
right
Really
fielder,
been playing well.
Number 45.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, the tag, and they cut him down going for 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. And Guerrero is set down. Now it's the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. Oh, and he hit him. So up next for Toronto, Hayward. Doubled her first time up. Runner on the go. Cut on and missed. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Strider deals. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And it looks like trouble. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. She's in with a double, and that's her second double of the night.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Next is the speedy first baseman. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swings through that.
No balls. 1 strike.
Pulls that one foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. So they pick up a run on 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
Good boy.
Righty delivers.
Good boy.
Check swing called strike. And it's 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Mama. Where's mommy? Where's mommy?
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ah, you good boy. Yes, you are. You good boy.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Out to short. To first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcel
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Ozuna, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And the batter now, Matt Olson, grounded out his first time. There's a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the Braves go down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays.
Come on, Bromsy.
Number 11.
Check swing went
Nice.
around. And it's
Oh.
0-1.
I thought pulled back.
Fastball for a strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
In the air, out towards left center. Coming on profile.
Nice
He's
hit, though.
there. He's got it.
Nice
Now
hit,
here
Bromsy.
is Bob
Now batting,
Hayward.
number
He's 0 for
1.
1. Down in the dirt, swing
Oh,
and a miss.
fuck.
These hitters
Bobby.
have come out
ball.
ready to
1
swing the
strike.
bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some
Ball
runs,
1.
have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
So a foul ball makes
Come
it
on,
1-2.
Bobby. Put the
Bases
fucking beer
empty,
down.
1 away. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Here's a high chopper. Tosses
That
across
was
the
a fucking.
first.
That was
And
a
they
pretty
get
good
the
reach.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Brandon Hayward. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
No,
that's
the ball.
right, just missed. And that
Ball
one is
down.
downstairs. Now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Oh, by Jesus. Chopping fucking wood.
Popped up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that ends.
It's all right. We'll get it.
Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
that
pitcher's
round,
duel so
second
far. Here's how the
base,
starters have
Albies.
performed up to this point. Bastardo back to work. Can't get there. Base hit.
That just sets us up for the double play.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Right through there for a strike. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Now move to first. And he's back in there.
I think you want to get a one-way lead. Be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power, guys.
Got him! He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's Jared Kelman. Fly to center his first time. Swings and misses. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. Out. That's it out.
I let you keep it.
Here's Orlando Arcia. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fly ball to right. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in the long ball threat, number 30. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defense.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Fuck yeah.
That one felt good. And they add on. It's 2-0.
Ivan Escato. 6th home run of the year so far. Good job, buddy. Keep us boys rolling.
The ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Rodney Stafford next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. Inside. And it's 1-0.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And it's fouled away. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And there's a ball.
2 balls.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And a foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
My fucking wife just
one away on a drop third
fucked
strike.
me over.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the
Distracting me
pitch
is
out
what
of
I
the
meant.
hand, not tracking it
Fucked
into
me
the
over,
zone,
distraction.
and then also
Same
being a little
thing.
bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach.
Go!
Guys in that position, you get
I
them
like how
early,
she says
and a
it.
lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Vladdy in the box for the 3rd time today.
Vladdy
as he takes
Batty.
that one off the plate. He swings and fouls one off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, you're throwing a slider, eh, bud?
Stays alive.
I can hit the slider.
And delivers outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
The thing is, though, he's fucking slow when he runs.
Now batting.
That's why he hits the ball for a home run.
Here's the
So he doesn't have to run.
The play. 0 for 2 in this one.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
First offering. Runner goes. Base hit center field. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now
on the ground to third.
I fucked him right up.
Number 23.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen.
He's
Spencer
pissed.
Strider gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be
He's
back
like, give me
with
the
a new
fucking
pitcher.
ball. I went to take my guy from third. I went to run home. My guy from second was running to third. I ran him back as the guy was running
Here's
home, so he
Johnson
went to
will
throw the
take
ball
over.
home.
well,
Everybody
no
ended up
margin for
making
error
it.
in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Oh, awesome.
So bases all loaded up. Next is switch hitting first baseman. Golden
Oh,
opportunity
Barker,
right
you got to
here.
do it. Grand slam, baby.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot.
Grand
Anything but the
slam,
inning
Lucas.
double play, Boog.
This is all you, baby.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And he swings through that
Ooh,
one.
that was nasty.
And that one is inside.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swung on, belted. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. And they lead by 3.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it
Hey,
difficult as a
Craig,
hitter
what's
to
up?
know what to look for.
Appreciate
Because you
it. Thank
start
you.
wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Swings and misses at the
Ooh,
breaking
shit.
ball in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard.
I did,
We're through 5.
I do
It's
a lot
the
of
Blue
games.
Jays 3 and
I'm
the
doing,
Braves nothing.
Black Ops. I did, I don't know, they're like 5-6 hour videos, but they're matches.
And we're back.
I just
Started the 6.
broke
John
my
Shelby
record
with
this
Chris
morning. I went to
Singleton.
level
And leading
51
off,
solo
number 70.
in zombies.
And that drops in for a strike.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That one misses.
What was
and that's
that?
ball 2.
My guy.
Up the middle. Gets it to first.
Got him. That's
Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Michael Harris the 2nd. Next up for the Braves. Bunting, and it's in the air. She's got it. 2 away. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Hit in the air, center field. Hayward makes the grab, and that's the inning. Make it
That's
6
what's up.
shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Braves nothing.
He's a good starting pitcher, though. He's got like low ratings and shit, but he slept on.
And
He
welcome
is-
back
he's
to the
really good.
ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Bob Hayward. Hayward with a couple of homers in his last game.
Yeah, but the problem is I got my hands full.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
You're gonna throw another one, aren't you, you prick?
Popped up. Arcia. And out number 1 on the grab.
All right, go sit down, Bobby.
Now batting, number 18.
So up next for Toronto, Brandon Hayward. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Aaron Bummer, the left-hander, up and throwing. Lee warming up as well. Swing and a miss.
Oh, buddy.
0-2.
That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Well, Siggy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner on the go again. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Get
as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Rodney Stafford. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Wastes no time there. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Pierce Johnson is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book is Hurston Waldrop into the game.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at second. Foul ball. Oh, that plumped him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. So 1 out with 2 aboard. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Hayward. First pitch just misses. Hayward launched a homer in her most recent game.
What's up, Bonvie? How you doing?
Swinging a foul out of play.
Hope your day is going well.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly she was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault her for her commitment. Now she's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fastball. She gets out of the way.
Straighten her up a little bit.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Two on, 1 out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. Speeder with a fastball.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 7th inning coming up. Back now in Toronto, top of inning number 7. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
Hitting is all about anticipation,
so
and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few
you
ugly
know
cuts
what you
here
look
and
like?
there.
A fucking Oompa Loompa. Oompa, Oompa, ippity, hey.
And a 1-2.
I can picture you at work doing that fucking dance.
It's a strikeout.
Walking into the old people's
Nothing too
room.
fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Old people were probably thinking, like, y'all need to be in here. We need to go home.
Olsen, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul. And that's
what they'll
out
do
of
for a
play.
paycheck.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count.
Sell your
just
soul.
to pour it back.
I speak devilese. Huh?
2 down, bases
I
empty.
speak
Ozzy
devilese.
Albies next up for the Braves.
What? Well, I don't know. I guess the fuck, I don't know. Ask.
Popped up. Braun
I'm playing in Canada.
makes the catch, inning over. Down in order go the Braves. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Third baseman, number 11.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
This is where all the points are going to rack up now.
And next for Toronto, Bob Hayward. 0 for 3 in this one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And first offering is fouled off. Braun gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner goes again. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He flexes his power with that swing. It's 8-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Brandon Hayward next up for the Blue Jays. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball.
Nobody
strike.
on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Smoked on the ground a second. Albies over to first in time. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And now for the Jays, number 30. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And that one misses up and in. 1-0.
Don't put it over the plate, bitch. It's going out.
Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
You're lucky.
Now batting, number 45.
So 2 down now, and here is Rodney
Rodney Stafford.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
One.
And misses inside. That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he chases that one.
Fuck.
And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. Back after this. We go to the eighth. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. So he's back out to begin the eighth. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's blown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
And a ground ball to first. A flip to the pitcher covering. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. And now the right fielder, Jared Kelenic. That misses. Ball one. No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let him stay out there. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
And down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Braves strand one, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Bottom of the eighth, and now the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Waldrop back to work. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, number 99.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Fouled off left side.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Raging back towards the wall. And it hits the fence. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
So one gone with a runner at third. Hayward getting ready to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In comes the run from third, and they now lead by 9.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the
pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Dylan Lee.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And here's the first baseman. Runner on the goal. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump. Runner goes again. There's a swing and a drive. Harris ranges back. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He circles the bases. It's 11-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. You got on playing with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
1 out, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Rob Braun. There's a strike at the knees.
No balls, 1 strike.
Lee, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And that one wrapped foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. This to third, and that one handled. Slings to first in time. This one. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball. Swings and misses. And it's 2-1 now.
1 strike.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Michael Harris II.
On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. And a curve is down and in.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count. At times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And out to a board.
I don't know if, fuck, I forgot.
Marcel. Lozuna coming up to hit. Roll to short, possible 2-ball. Throw to third, not in time. Everyone's safe and the bases are loaded. Bases loaded, nobody out. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. He was late there, strike 1. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded, and still only 1
Yeah,
away.
well, it's my stupidity for not fucking having a pitcher ready. I wasn't even thinking.
So here's Murphy now. That's a strike. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is downstairs. Profar on third. Ozuna on second. Albies at first. 1 gone. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Angel Bastardo done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Outside low, and it's 2-0.
No strike.
Two outs. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
This could end it. On the ground, and this should do it. And that is the ball game.
Every night they come to play, and they've racked up a really impressive win streak to this point. To win this many games in a row, you have to be at least a little lucky.
It's not bad.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi, folks. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that's so inspiring.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Edge of the zone for a strike, and here we go on Jackie Robinson Day. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Okay.
Got him swinging.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Michael Harris II.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Marcell Ozuna now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's off the mark, and the count is 2 and 2. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. It's a strikeout. Second of the game for Mad Max. Braves go down quickly here. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Reynaldo Lopez.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Lopez fires. Fouled off down the right side. That one just misses.
That's the ball.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
At the plate, number 42. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Lopez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Ball.
And there's the automatic.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there, and as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 3-2. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball four.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's a big power. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Man at second. Runner on the go again. Pitch inside. Throw to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Up and in, and a count 2-1. Sliced hard but foul.
Full count.
In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds. One away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back, and that one is gone. A shot to the opposite field. And they jump out front. It's 2-0. That adds another game to her hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, she's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. She's really dangerous with the bat in her hands right now. Always scary for a pitcher when a hitter can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. There's a strike.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands.
Fielder,
nice job of going the other way.
Hayward.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Bob Hayward, went deep in the ball game last night. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offense.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Max Scherzer goes to work. Olson, a former All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. A former first-round pick back in 2012. Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Hayward moving under this one. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman,
Austin Riley at the plate.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off a Michael Wacha fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
One out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss there. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Now one missed.
We got a full count.
Two down, nobody on. Swing at a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and he'll pull into second safely.
He's a fastball savant with the bat, which is really helpful in today's game. Fastballs aren't getting any easier to hit these days.
Hee-haw! 0-1.
Takes that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Pickoff moved to second, and he's back in safely. Profar at second with 2 down. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. Blue Jays 2 and the Braves nothing. Back now in Toronto. Now at the plate, Rob Braun.
Third baseman, Rob Braun.
Lopez back to work. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
next is the speedy first baseman, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Warm burner into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now a chance for Brandon Hayward. Well struck right field. That's got a chance. And he brings it into the warning track. Runner tagging from first. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the defense to take advantage and get 2 outs out of it, but on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some lessons learned about the base running decisions that were made.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Two outs. Just misses with that one. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Top half of the third inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Orlando Arcia. Max Scherzer back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Chadwick Trump in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
See that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. So the lineup flips over. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Stepping in, Michael Harris II. And that misses. and it's 1-0. Arcia, the lead runner out at second. Trump over at first with one away. And that one gets past the catcher. Save! And now second and third with one gone. And the runners will move up.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got two runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hayward hauls it in, 2 away.
No, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Ozuna in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. But he's back. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. Ozuna is out. Out number 3. So they strand a pair. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Fielder, Rodney Stafford.
And takes low for ball 1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Fastball for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
That's outside.
No, that missed. That's a
ball
ball.
2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Counts full.
Finds its way through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Now the number 2 hitter. He reached out a walk his first time. Here goes the runner. Foul ball there. Move to first. And he dives back in safely. Runner goes again. And foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner on the move again. Right side, hard hit. They get one. He's in there. Here's the Toronto catcher, Hayward. She's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Bryce Elder getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Waldrop also throwing. That one ripped. And that is a foul ball. One away with a runner at third.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Battling here as she fouls it away. That's a base hit as a run scores.
She found herself behind in the count right there, but she didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And she met it out front for the line drive knock.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Runner on the move. Liner, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it.
Rips one to right, and this one looks like trouble. One run across. Vladdy coming around third. The relay, the tag, out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout. New pitcher for the Braves, Bryce Elder.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Fouled off to the right. Elder fires. And that one hammered. Oh, you are a star,
Brumzilla.
His 9th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 7-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman. Inside, just missed. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field.
I hope it hits you in the forehead.
Profar makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. That one pushed to the left and foul. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Hayward on his way over. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
Here comes Austin Riley. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one off the mark, and that's ball one. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Profar takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike two.
2-2.
This one in the air. Hayward. She's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. And we're back. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Brandon Hayward. The pitch. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. His 7th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's the second baseman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On a bounce right side. Albies handles, throws to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on the goal. Throws it away. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Runner goes again. Pitch misses inside. Throw to third. Save.
2-0.
And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Stafford stands at third with one gone in the inning. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 10-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Bryce Elder won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Righty reliever out of the pen, Hurston Waldrop. He's into the game with the bases empty.
For Atlanta, number 42, Hurston Waldrop.
So one out, nobody on. So up next for Toronto, Hayward. She's already homered here in this one. And that's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss as she was out front that time. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. She goes down looking.
Fuck.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked her up, and it's a hitter. It's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if she was fooled or if she thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Hey.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Oh.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Hard ground,
nice.
Just inside the line, base hit, coming home. He will score. Now the tag is second, and he's out, trying for 2. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. We played 4. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. We go to the top of the 5th. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Scherzer back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Late on that fastball. You know, Siggy, when you think about every player wearing number 42 on Jackie Robinson Day, you can thank Ken Griffey Jr. for all of it. Griffey was the first player to come up with the idea of wearing number 42 back on April 15th in 1997, the 50th anniversary of Robinson's Major League debut. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2.
All I
that was
smell is
also
tuna.
the day that Bud Selig retired his number. And Griffey, who was playing for the Mariners at the time, asked to have his uniform number flip-flopped, switching from 24 to 42. Ground ball up the middle. And Albies is retired.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Orlando Arcia.
Arcia.
Get his first trip to the plate.
Rodney Stafford
Arcia, in his
extends
8th
his streak to
season,
17
30
games.
years
Good
old
shit.
now, and he was born in Venezuela.
All right. I'll throw it just for you.
On the ground, out to short. The throw to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, the catcher, Chadwick Trump.
2 down, base is empty, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Chadwick Trump. That's in there. Strike 1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
What's wrong with you? You feeling okay? I didn't think so. You don't look okay.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Looks like you're falling asleep at the wheel.
5 shutout innings.
Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down.
All you're doing is looking at me yawning, and then you're yawning. And then I'm yawning, and then you're yawning. And then I'm yawning, and you're yawning. It's we're just going back and forth here.
here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Rob Braun. And that is out of play.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Acuna after it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 down. And now the first baseman. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
And it's fouled away.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Line drive, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seen the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Hayward next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to third, Riley. Zips it across, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they still lead it 11-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Gets the outside corner with that one.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. That's just foul. The 0-2. Checks his swing, appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. 1 down, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. 2 down. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That clips the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
In there at the knees.
We got a full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Scherzer gets the punch out, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the big time power threat, number 42. First pitch misses. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Number 42 getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer getting loose as well. Hammer, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
He was all over
Now
that. Fastball pretty much middle,
Rodney.
and that's what you fall asleep
Stafford.
dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Rodney Stafford next up for the Blue Jays. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Runner on the go. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Coming home. He'll score. Lead runner stops at second.
Back-to-back base hits. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So a man aboard. Now it's the shortstop. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and the lead continues to grow.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves. Number 42. He last pitched 2 days ago. So a man at first. Here's the Toronto catcher, Hayward. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. Runner takes off. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Picks herself up an RBI. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
So a runner aboard. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Harris. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, but now she won't try for third. Stays put with one away.
Up next,
Bob Hayward next up for the Blue Jays.
Bob Hayward.
Fought off foul. Hayward with a homer in his last game. In the dirt. Hayward, the runner at second with one away. That one ran inside, almost got him. Up the middle. Throw on to Olsen, and that's an out.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Rob Braun next up for the Blue Jays. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. And in its second with an RBI double. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Man at second here with 2 away. Next is the speedy first baseman. There's a swing and a drive. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And they add a pair. It's 17-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Number 42 departs.
Pitching for Atlanta.
Base is empty with 2 away. Brandon Hayward digs in now.
Bummer.
Look out!
That got him.
And
Take
it
your
hit
base.
him. Runner at first with
Now
2 away.
batting,
And now it's the
42.
switch hitting second baseman, 1 for 3. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Hard hit to third. Riley fires to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. We're through 6 full. Toronto leads this one 17-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Olsen.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Olsen gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. And they turn the double play. Profar climbs in on that left side. Tap foul at the plate. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Brings it in, and that is that. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. Jays lead it 17-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Throws to second, and he's got a double, his 4th hit. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Bomber deals.
That's a ball.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Oh, you are a star, aren't you?
Fuck me. This is wild.
Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 19-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
And now, Hayward.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Swing and a ground ball. Albies, and she'll be safe at first. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First offering, runner goes. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Runner on the go again. Ball misses.
1-1.
Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark, and she scores. And they extend their lead.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Just a simple ground ball the other way.
Pitching for Atlanta.
Man at first, nobody out. And next for Toronto, Bob Hayward. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw. Got him.
Outstanding job behind the dish
slow.
to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw, set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Ground ball, Olsen. Steps on first for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Rob Braun next up for the Blue Jays. And a strike on the outside edge. Late swing, foul to the left.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup. And we're back. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Fastball for a strike. Scherzer still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Arcia in the box again, takes a strike. That one fouled off. Albies on at first, nobody out. And down on strikes he goes, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Next to hit, Chadwick Trump, 1 for 2.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Stafford makes the grab for the second out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. The throw into second. Ozzie flying around third. Safe at second. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. So 1 run. Back now in Toronto. On to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, number 42. Jimenez back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. His second home run of the game. It's 21-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
And now here is Brandon Hayward. Swing and a pop-up. Foul on a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one not close. 1-2 to count.
Oh, wow.
Misses, it's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Number 42 at the plate and takes high there. Jimenez goes 6 feet 3 inches, 275 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
Tuna? Yeah, I smelt it.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Second home run of the inning for him, and they tack one on the board. It's 22-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Here comes.
Pitching for Atlanta.
So back to the top of the order. Rodney Stafford next up for the Blue Jays. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
I'm trying.
Check swing, went around, and the count is 1-1.
1 strike.
And a foul ball. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Swung on, belted. That one hops against the fence. And that's a 2-out double. So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Hayward. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And look out, that one ran inside and it got her. Next to hit,
Now
Vladimir
batting,
Guerrero
the designated
Jr.
hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Runner breaks for third. Arcia slings the first inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 rounds. We go to the 9th. So at 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Garcia, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Chop to third. Braun whips it across, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Here is Matt Olson. That's towards center. Hayward settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Riley stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
That one just misses, and it's 2-2.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than...
Got him, and that's the ball game.
This win streak they're on is something else, Boog. I mean, we came here tonight to call this game, and I had a feeling at the outset they were going to add one more win to this run. They keep this play up, I honestly don't know what's going to stop them.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Wait a minute.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, Singy, let's get right to it. Quite the win streak on the line coming into this one.
Yeah, Boog, they seem to have a force field around them lately, but you know anything can happen. Looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us today.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Jose Barrios. What do you look for here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
All right, ready to go here. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. That catches the zone for a strike, and that's how this game gets started. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One gone here.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
No ball. See straight.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Left-hand batter waits. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
That one misses, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two out, space is empty. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Spencer Schwellenbach.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it. Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And a big swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that's way high. And 1-1. Vladdy wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the shortstop.
And the batter will be the shortstop, coming off a big one yesterday where he knocked in 5. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
On the ground. All bees. No play. That's an infield single.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do.
Runner on the move. And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Runner goes again. Pitch outside. And safe. It's a stolen base. Chris, there aren't many players faster than him, and StatCast demonstrates that for us right here.
Yeah, it breaks down the data for us on a close play, and that top speed is about as fast as we've ever seen, Boog, and clearly it was the difference maker on that play.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Profar puts it away, and that is the inning. 1 left for Toronto, scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. 2nd inning set to go, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. That's down and in. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And that ball is out of here. He nails one out to right. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Austin Riley in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That's off the inside corner. And the count is 2-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 2nd. And that is low for ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Riley, the lead runner at 2nd. Profar on at 1st with nobody out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
He goes down looking. Here's Sean Murphy.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here's Orlando Arcia. That's in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Pickoff move to second. Riley back on a dive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the second, and now for.
Oh, I need 1 sec. I gotta grab. Oh, I gotta grab some shit from the kitchen here before she takes off. Ooh-wee. My wife has a hammock, like a freestyle. Oh, oh, she's gonna kill me. Nothing like baseball and ice cream, boy. My dog would tell you. She smoked me open it. How you doing, bud? Hi, babe. What you doing, babe?
What are you doing over here?
Nothing. I'm an inspector.
Oh.
Yeah, just inspecting. They look like good baseballs.
Put that in mute?
I can't.
Why?
Because people are listening.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Put it on mute.
Nope.
Okay.
I have people that care.
Okay.
Why do I gotta mute it? That's it. No more. All right, I'm back.
The Jays, number 23. Schwellenbach back to work. And that one hit to first.
Goddamn.
Olsen takes it himself and quickly one away in the second.
Batting sixth, third baseman, number 11.
So up next, Rob Braun. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Center field. Harris sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2.
Batting seventh, left fielder, number 1.
So up next for Toronto, Bob Hayward with 5 RBIs on 3 hits in the series. This one in the air right field. Acuna has it sized up. Brings it in for the 3rd out.
Shit.
So they go quietly there. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 1 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late.
Right fielder,
really been playing well.
Acuna Jr.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. Hayward should have this one. And there's one away. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
In the air left field. Pulls it down and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Just missed. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one misses. 3-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first, and that is that. And the Braves go down quietly, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound
18.
as we look at the numbers.
Look at his ERA. 18.
That's off the mark, and that is ball 1.
One thing that stands out is the rookie's ability to generate doubles. It's early, but he's already collected a few extra base hits this season.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the rookie second baseman, homered last night, added another hit as well. And fouled off. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
Get out of there.
Off. He was late. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Runner goes again. Oh, he hit him.
Fucker hit me with the ball again, man.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Number 45.
And the batter now, Rodney Stafford.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
The bird was looking at the woman and he was pumping the air.
Late swing, fouled off. Fouled off down the right side. He's trying for third. Got him swinging. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 2 away. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Wow.
It's exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score.
They're playing on the game today.
Just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back here at Rogers Center, and now the first baseman, Matt Olson.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
You go, boy.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right.
Oh, you were hiding right around the corner, eh?
I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I'm just gonna run this back out to the kitchen. This fucking dog. This dog. You go, girl. Well, no, I'm not getting you nothing. What the fuck are you doing here? What are you doing with the juice?
I'm making it.
That's why you're sitting in the bedroom on the like. Are you
I'm trying to make it. What the hell?
in the bedroom?
No.
Because the juice is in the kitchen.
I'm letting it sit there so it can defrost. Things ain't frozen.
So that's why you open it up, put it in, fill it up with water, and put it back in the fridge. Yeah, well, I'll find out. Well, I'm trying to play baseball. The old lady's being a cow. Won't be long before you start hearing her moo moo. Here comes the moo moo. Moo moo. Can you shut the fucking drawer? Thanks, Al moo moo. Al moo moo. Al moo moo. I love how you act like the man. 2025. Your hormones are outrageous. We're getting a divorce. You're leaving. I'm just telling you. Adios, amigo. What? Wherever the fuck you put it. Yeah, no, I know. I must have. Because that's the words of a retard. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Mental health is fucking huge.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
1 out, bases empty. Close, but called a ball. And the count's even at 2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Jurickson Pro. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second, and that's a double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Albies batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Profar stands at second with 2 gone.
1 ball.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. Got him swinging. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it.
Man, I'm gonna cry.
Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And Acuna able to make the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Number 23, the next to hit, takes outside. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Murphy, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Foul ball, still 0-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Arcia stands in now and watches strike 1. Right through there, got him. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street.
All they throws to first in time. They get the out on Acuna. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go to bottom of the inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Rob Braun. Schwellenbach back to work. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Here's the left fielder, Bob Hayward. Flied to right his first time. Pitch misses inside. Ball one.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Slow roller to third. And he barehands it. Gathers and throws. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
There goes the runner. Sliced hard but foul. Blue Jays down a run. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. It's a pitch out. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That one is absolutely belted. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? His second homer this series. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now it's the second baseman. This guy with light tower power. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Rodney Stafford. And that one lifted in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
I didn't want to run. Fuck, I hit it
in the inning,
accidentally.
courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. 6th inning coming. Back now in Toronto. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Michael Harris II. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Goes down looking. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. That one's in there, and that's strike one. That's in there.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ball one there.
1 and 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Well, we go bottom six. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Man at first. Now it's the shortstop. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Go to second.
Oh my God, I'm surprised he made it.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Liner, and this could be trouble. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score.
Well, it's a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Manager out of the dugout now.
Pitching for them.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Hayward now at the plate. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats, and this one happened.
Runner takes off. Next offering is fouled back. Johnson fires. In the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck her out. Had her out front for strike 3.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If she's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before she commits, she's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. And that one hammered. And that is a foul ball. Now fly ball to right center. Harris racing after it. Harris makes the play to second with the throw-in. No chance to get back. It's a double play. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. And a swing and a miss.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Smash down the left field line. Makes the grab. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder.
Here's Profar now.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
That one's in there. 0-1.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, Got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
That's hard hit on the line. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. And it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
Pitching
Atlanta.
change here. Number 63.
Number 63.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Rob Braun. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting.
Bob Hayward next up for the Blue Jays. Off the mark there. 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dylan Lee up and loosening in the pen. Bummer getting cranked up as well. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He made him pay for that one, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Arcia. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Good hustle.
And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
And here is number 30. Chopper to second. Albies on to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, the runner from first stealing all the way right there and being very aggressive, continuing on to third. The infielders have to shut him down, give him a look, do something to prevent that guy from getting to third.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Rodney Stafford. Slapped foul. Two outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom of the 7th. There's the swing and a miss.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's outside.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Harris has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Berrios back to work. Pulls that one foul. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
That just misses. Now 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. He swings and fouls one off. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. Just missed it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Aaron Bummer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run homer. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-1.
They wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hayward. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as she's hitless so far with her hitting streak in jeopardy. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Bummer deals. Just a slow ground ball this time. Albies. And save. She busted it down the line for that infield single. Next is switch hitting first baseman. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Runner at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Manager. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Joe Jimenez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Chopper right side. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 7-1.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
And now, Bob Hayward. In the air, right field. Acuna there. Squeezes it. Now a long throw to first. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double. Back here at Rogers Center, new inning getting started. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. The other way, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss. What a game he's having. 16 Ks down. So now the DH spot, Marcell Ozuna. This one chopped up the middle, and that one handled, whips it to first. Ozuna is out. So they're down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. And a foul ball. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 7-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
Here comes Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two. The Braves down to their final strike. And a base hit into right center field. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Strike two. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
Alright, now I'm working on the Seahawks, or Seattle Mariners, so I'm going to save that now, because that's 20. Alright, I'm going to switch over now.